yours. What makes this day a wonderful day is the fact that you are alive. And so, make the most of this very day. And one thing that you ought to do for yourself is that you don't give up on yourself. Do you belong to a country? Don't give up on your country. All right. So, what about your goals? What about tolerance? Do all it takes to make sure that you live in peace with the people around you. Thank you so much. Without waste of time, let me just introduce the man whom is seated in the studio this morning. I'm talking about Barrister Paul Zaruma. Remember, he is that objective analyst. He's in the studio, and he's coming your way with nothing less than a big good morning. So, enjoy it. Barrister, sir.
Good morning, Colby. Good morning, viewers and listeners. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where and when you are receiving this signal. I don't know the weather situation in your town, in your city, but here in Jos, it's cool, peaceful, cloudy, with about 24 degrees Celsius. Thank you for having me once again this beautiful morning.
Lovely. Have you eaten? Professor Poveno Bamaye is not in the studio at the moment. We're looking forward to have him, but I doubt much if he'll be able to make it due to his busy schedules, especially for today. We truly appreciate the fact that he has always been here, and I'm sure just when he is able to deal with issues around him, he will join us. If not today, then tomorrow. Thank you so much, Professor, wherever you are. The Lord be with you. Okay, our dear listener, you are actually our guest today. You are our guest today. We just want to have that aspect of life that you will introduce to us. We're not giving you a topic. We are not giving you any topic, but it's an open mic edition of Unity Trend this morning. So get ready, because I'm going to put on the studio line just anything you want to draw attention to. That's what we'll be discussing this morning. Before then, I'll let Barrister Paul Zaruma to give us some updates as it concerns happenings. Of course, we are supposed to look at trending issues, right? But you have the trending issues. So I'll just give Barrister Paul Zaruma the opportunity to give us one or two amongst these issues. And then I'll put on the studio line just to let you set the pace on just what you want us to discuss this morning. Barrister,
yes, on this one Punch newspaper, how first class Bauchi emir of Ningi died in Kano. More information has reached the Arewa Punch disclosing that the departed emir of Ningi, Alhaji Yunus Adanyaya, passed on at the Expert Alliance Hospital in Kano. The correspondent reported that earlier the secretary of Ningi Emirate Council, Alhaji Usman Sule, had through a statement informed the public that the funeral rites of the late emir were conducted on Sunday, August 25, 2024 at 4 p.m. at the Ningi Emirate Palace, according to Islamic rites. Arewa Punch further revealed that the late emir was born in 1986 and had an illustrious working career before ascending the throne in 1978. The late emir Adanyaya spent 46 years on the throne and only died at the age of 88. As the emir of Ningi, he was among the 6 first-class emirs in Bauchi State. Others are emirs of Bauchi, Katagum, Misau, Jama'are, and Das Emirates. In the same vein, the Bauchi State government officially announced the date of the said emir. We condole with the Bauchi State government as well as Bauchi Emirate Council over the demise of the emir. And we ask that, we pray that may his soul rest in perfect peace.
Yes. And again, still concerning the demise of Mama, which the burial took place yesterday, your entire family.
Yes, Mrs. Elizabeth Achen.
So we still condole with the family and pray that God will again and again shower his comfort upon all of you people.
We also use this opportunity on behalf of the Achen family to appreciate the Unity TV and radio for being ably represented by Kulbi in that funeral. So we really sent our love and appreciation to Unity FM and TV for the expression of love.
Oh, thank you. At this point, let's just continue. But
yes, back to Plateau State.
Yes.
The Plateau State Independent Electoral Commission, PLASEC, has published candidate personal particulars ahead of the October 9th local government election in the state. This is contained in a statement by the PLASEC head of media, Koro Yakubu in Jos. They published particulars. The commission said we are for chairman and councillors and councillorship candidate across the 17 local government areas. The particulars were published in accordance with the PLASEC Transparency Accountability Policy. The candidate details displayed include the name, address, age, date of birth, occupation, and educational background, among others. Details of each candidate will be uploaded on their website, so that particularly this is an improvement on the part of PLASEC. Candidates that are in the hinterland wouldn't need to begin to travel, you know the dangers involved in journey and the expense of traveling. So they wouldn't need to travel just to come and check their names on the notice board on PLASEC. So with your phone, you can just go to the website of PLASEC and see those particulars being displayed. I think this is quite innovative, and we encourage PLASEC. And then again, PLASEC have in tune with their timetable that they brought out, and then they have been consistent. They have been keeping with dates according to their timetable. They have been following their timetable chronologically, except during the curfew. The curfew affected almost everything, so they had to reschedule some of their activities. Even after they schedule some of the activities, they also follow the activities diligently. So we will give kudos to PLASEC, and they are telling us, there is this popular saying in HAUSA that Juma amekyo daga Laraba ake sani.
So this is one of our
Larabas. This is one of the Larabas that the PLASEC are really indicating that the election is going to be wonderful. We are encouraging them. When institutions do the right thing, let's encourage them. So we are also encourage them to keep to this standards they have set for themselves, and also make sure they maintain it up to the day of the election. We don't want a situation whereby the goalposts will be changed in the middle of the game. They should give the true the people that win. They should be announced winners. And also, member representing just not in the Plateau State House of Assembly, in one of the plenaries in the House, at the floor of the House, also reiterated the fact that PLASEC should announce results at polling units. And that will be a very fantastic development. If INEC announce a result at the polling unit, why is it that PLASEC are not announcing result at the polling unit? Most results have been announced either at the collation center, and in most cases they have been announced at the local government headquarters, which is just. It is an unfortunate practice and very terrible antecedent that was laid in the time. So I am calling upon PLASEC to really improve on that, announce result at the polling unit. Anybody that wins at the polling units, and then also not only announce the result, give copies of the result at the polling unit. Unlike what we used to obtain, PLASEC does not allow announce result and didn't allow result of previous election at the polling unit. They didn't give copies of result at the polling unit. In most cases, the result have been announced in the Plateau State capital, which is quite unfortunate. You cannot conduct election either in Lantan North or in Kwampan or Mikan, as the case may be, or Wasi perhaps. Then you come and announce it at just not a local government. That is quite an unfortunate antecedent.
Okay, but Barrister, I have this.
Really need to work on that.
Barrister, I have this. Violence has, been one of the unarguable characteristics of most of our elections. In most elections, you would see the elements of violence, and that has been the case. So, and
cause the violence. Because when you announce at the polling unit, it is the popular candidate that will be announced winner. So, and that means the majority of the people at the polling unit voted for that person. So nobody will cause any violence or any rancor. Mostly things that are causing violence is when people see that the system is going to be manipulated, and people get agitated, and that's what usually results to violence. You know, in this part of the world, we have never had cases of ballot box snatching and then using of weapons during lethal weapons during election. It has not. We have never had such cases. So, but most violence is as a result of the collation process, and I think a transparent collation process should start at the polling unit. You announce the result of whoever win at that polling unit. The majority of the people that voted him there, they will not cause any chaos. So, all
right. Well, Barrister, I'll just put on the studio line now. I want to hear what our listener and viewer would want to call to talk about. Just anything at all. But can we, because most often in our daily programs, you would always hear people calling or sending text message concerning the swearing in of the members of the State House of Assembly whom are yet to be sworn in. That has been the issue. So, in this...
Yes, I think concerning the remaining members of the State House of Assembly that have not been sworn in, they have exhausted all their propaganda, particularly the Speaker of the PLATEAU State House of Assembly. He has exhausted all his propaganda. He has exhausted all the explanation, and he has also exhausted all the excuses. So there are no more excuses, no more propaganda, no more further explanations. The next thing is action, is to swear in those remaining members of the House of Assembly. So if he cannot swear in those remaining members of the House of Assembly, I think he has joined himself with the anti-democratic forces, which will be very unfortunate. We are agitating that young people should occupy the space of power, and the young people should dominate the political climb, because as it is been popularly said, since we were in primary school, I remember when people like Obasanjo and Babangida will visit us, we will line up with Nigerian flag with our uniforms to say, singing "Welcome, Mr. President." Now, and they will tell us that we are leaders of tomorrow. Now the tomorrow has arrived. They are still leading us. They are either leading us by themselves or through their proxies, by way of allowing their children, their in-laws, their cousins to rule Nigeria, and that is what has been. And in most cases, those people, like the other person, one of our callers asked one question that most of the development that was done in Nigeria was done during the military regime. But that was his argument anyway. But be that as it may, most of these same people that ruled during the military regime are still the same people that changed their clothes and become a civilian president. Buhari also ruled Nigeria during military regime. Obasanjo also has his own share of the cake during military regime. And then most of the people that have been serving as minister one way or the other had their own, they also had a stint during military regime. T.Y. Danjuma also played a critical role during military regime. During Obasanjo regime, he was the defense minister. So many of them, the list is on and on and on. So what the point we are saying is that let us bring in new people, new energy, new perspective into governance, so that at least let's take our future, so that if the youth destroy the country, we will know that yes, it is them that destroy the first country. They don't have any body to blame. But the unfortunate incident that we are having in the country is that you eat your own. Let me use Nigerian language. You eat your own generation, and you are eating another people's generation. That is what is happening.
Barrister.
And unfortunately,
the studio line is on, our dear listener and viewer. Please, you might want to join us, and that will be okay. So these are some of the unfortunate developments that we are battling with in this country, and that is why the country is going backward. Just like I usually quote Matthew Kuka, Bishop Kuka, that will say that Nigeria is progressing in the reversal. So, and that is just what is happening. It's only in Nigeria that you will hear somebody will tell you that the zinc of 80s perhaps is more stronger than the zinc of today. They will tell you that
iron rod of 90s is stronger than the iron rods of so we are progressing in the reverse.
The 2x2 wood.
Yes, the 2x2 wood of 1990 is larger and stronger and thicker than the 2x2 of today.
You have today.
So you can see, yes, the quality of cement we had in the 80s and the 90s they are better than what we have. The spear part we had in the 80s and the 90s are better than what we have today. So I agree with Bishop Kuka that Nigeria is progressing in the reversal. How can we be celebrating institutions? In fact, I listened to one paper presentation. The man said that he was well referring to the quality of institution that we have in Nigeria today. He said that those who graduated from, is it grade 7 or so those days, that they are even better than some. They are even better than some university graduates today. So you can see some of the unfortunate incidents that really give credence to that statement that Nigeria is progressing in the reversal. So be that as it may, we are saying that there is hope for this nation, and then we also frown. You know, the last time we were talking about this PLASEC issue, we frown at the exorbitant amount for obtaining PLASEC forms, which is 600, and then we did a little calculation and said if you don't have up to 1 million, you cannot contest councillorship in Plateau State. It's either you have the up to 1 million, or your supporters back you with up to 1 million, because by our analysis we say that in political parties registration ranges from 70,000 to 150,000, sorry, to 250,000 for a councillorship form. Then when you PLASEC are talking about 600,000, then you also talking about some logistic like posters, like campaigning process, like consultation, and then also you add it up with tax clearance, which also ranges from 57,000 to about 150,000 as the case may be for a councillor, and then for chairmanship to up to 300, and even to, in some cases more. So you can see that for you to even be a councillor in Plateau State today, if you don't have up to 1 million, I'm telling you, you cannot even start.
But barrister,
which is quite unfortunate.
Things are quite
so that means
expensive. So don't you expect that even in this regard?
What makes the purchase of form expensive? After all, most of these political parties, it's not as if they are remitting any monies to PLASEC or INEC. So why are they extorting even the members of their own political party? So you can see some of these unfortunate developments, they are counterproductive. And then these are tendencies that are anti-democratic tendencies being perpetuated by democratic actors, which is very unfortunate. Which is very, very unfortunate for our democratic process. So I don't know how we are going to end up if we continue in this trajectory. So these are some of the things we are pointing out. We shouldn't see, democratic actors shouldn't be seen to be enemies of democracy. Shouldn't be seen. You know, we should not project ourselves. Let's look at the general good of the country. Let's look at the future of the country. And then once we put that in the back of our mind, then you will see that our mentality, our approach to things, you know, will change.
Okay, Barrister, do you think if this form they're very, very affordable or even free, do you think it will solve the problem of Nigeria in any way?
Yeah. If these forms are affordable, are made affordable, maybe 20,000, 30,000, I don't subscribe that it should be free, because there are some logistics that they will need funds. For instance, people that will come and conduct this election, they will need those logistics. And then there are other factors. And then apart from the form, political parties should improvise other means of generating income, not necessarily through the sale of form. So the income that should be generated through the sale of forms should be minimal. Then they should bank on other sources. You know, most of these political parties have members of the National Assembly, have members of State Houses of Assembly, also have members that are in the executive appointment or the other. So they can devise other means. In fact, if political parties will be transparent and accountable, even a private organization may fund political parties just like they used to fund non-governmental organizations. But it's just that most of the political parties are not operating based on best international practices.
Well, that is lovely, Barrister. Dear listener and viewer, it's almost time for commercial break. But before we go for the commercial break, it's good. I'll let you know, remind you that we'll be picking your call if you will be able to call in any moment from now, in just 2-3 minutes. That's the time. 070-3235-3315 is the studio line. 070-3235-3315. Someone said, can I be able to type this before you're done? All right, the line again is 070-3235-3315, and that is the studio line. And
so we'll also be looking at security issue. The Islamic State for West African Province, ISWAP, has executed 69 prisoners, including both Boko Haram members and civilians who had been held captive for 5 months in Mate local government area of Borno State. Impeccable sources told Zagazola Makama that the execution took place after the prisoners were found guilty of various offenses. The killings reportedly came as a reaction to ISWAP's recent defeat at the hand of Boko Haram fighters. It was learned that hundreds of captives, both fighters and civilians, are currently being held by ISWAP at several detention centers, including Arena, Masallachi, Jibularam, and Sabon Tumbum in Mate LGA. These captives are awaiting various forms of punishment, reflecting the ongoing conflict and brutal tactics employed by these terrorist factions in the Lake Chad region. The execution have further underscored the intense rivalry between ISWAP and Boko Haram. So you can see that actually it's quite unfortunate. We have been saying that so many Nigerians are under the captive of this terrorists. So you can see 69 people being executed, and Makama Zagazola has been a very wonderful security reporter, and he's a wonderful investigative journalist, and most of his reportage has been proven to be true. He was the first person that reported the death of Shekau when Shekau committed suicide. It was Zagazola Makama. He was one of the earlier reporters. There are other reporters, but he was famously one of the earlier reporters. And you can see that we have never seen another Shekau to resurface. And in most cases, when the military claim that they have killed Shekau in the past, Zagazola Makama will be one of the people that will come out and say, no, Shekau is still alive. And then people will be saying, no, he's not telling the truth. But later on, he'll be proven to be true, because more recent videos will come out. Shekau will be bragging that he is alive. And then forensic analysis conducted on those videos will show that, yes, he is alive. So you can see that Zagazola Makama has been a very prominent security reporter and has been reporting the activities of these terrorists. For further information, you know that ISWAP emanated as a result of a rivalry between them and Boko Haram. It was a splinter group from Boko Haram. And then one of the reasons why ISWAP emerged is that they accuse former Shekau of excessive handling of Boko Haram. One of the major accusations that he is killing both Muslims and non-Muslims. Then the second accusation was that Shekau was executing members of some of his command that summarily without giving them a fair hearing, even on ground of mere suspicion. And then they also accuse Shekau of being high-handed in terms of dealing with so many issues. And then they also accuse Shekau of seizing the wives of some of his commanders and marrying them by force, and whenever they complain, he will kill them. So these are some of the accusations that the ISWAP laid against Shekau before they now emerge as a group.
All right, thank you very much, Barrister. It has been a fantastic ride already. Dear listener and viewer, it's time for a commercial break. We'll be right back after it. Please stay tuned.
It's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How was your...
Are you bored and need some company? Get a TV experience like no other on Unity TV. We are turning up the hits with captivating TV shows, electrifying political programs, music, movies, and lots more that will leave you craving. I'm sure you want to know more. Tune in to Unity TV today and let the excitement take over.
Please pay attention, it starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way.
It concerns you. It a kill law, it a kill dreams. It a land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
Get ready to be entertained and inspired by the incredible stories around the globe. Don't miss out on the excitement. Hello at Work is an ultimate TV program that brings to you the interesting stories and daily happenings worldwide. Join us Mondays and Thursdays 10 a.m. as we dive into the daily happenings and stories. Tune in and stay. Say hello to the world as you bring in your ideas, as it is a perfect blend of entertainment and information. Get ready to stay up to date while being entertained.
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer, and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was saying things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call 0700 225 5226, 0800 225 5226, or +234 817 665 6273. Let's work together to uphold the integrity of Nigeria's financial system. Announcer, FSRCC.
Are you bored and need some company? Get a TV experience like no other on Unity TV. We are turning up the hits with captivating TV shows, electrifying political programs, music, movies, and lots more that will leave you craving. I'm sure you want to know more. Tune in to Unity TV today and let the excitement take over.
Please pay attention, it starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way.
It concerns you. It kill love, it kill dreams. It land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
Mr. Politician, it's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me
excited actually. The reason is because you are still tuned with us on this very dial, Unity 93.3 FM, Unity TV. We're streaming live on Facebook, and you can connect with us already at Unity Radio FM/TV Jos. And in case you're just joining us in the studio, it has been Barrister Paul Saruma. Unity Train, it's a program that comes your way every weekday, Mondays to Fridays, and once it is 8 o'clock, we start and never stop until it is 9:30. Alright, and so today is not an exception. It's going to be just like that. So please, there's this aspect of it from 9 to 9:30. That's where you get to take the lead. So please stay tuned. Before we get to look at the issue for this segment of Unity Train this morning, I would love to stick to the promise I made yesterday. I said I was going to read some of your comments on Facebook, the ones you sent yesterday. I was not able to read even one. I will just go through them this morning before we continue with the second segment, which is transit segment of Unity Train. So let's begin. And the first to read is from Emmanuel Mary Audu. He said, "Good morning, Unity FM, watching you live from Kampala and Rukubaro." Thank you so much, Emmanuel Mary Audu. Murtala Yahya Igia sent his, and he says, "A very big good morning, excellent radio presenter Kobe Suma Maisokin Kai. Sir, Professor PH Bamayi and the Barrister Zaruma in the studio. Thanks for the good work. Please keep it up. May God protect our country and make life easier for us. God bless Nigeria and Plateau State. Have a great day." From Murtala Yahya Igia and Shanu. Thank you, Murtala. Another one here says, "Good morning, Gobi, the prof and the barrister in the studio. Keep up the good work. We said kudos to Nigerian police for rescuing the kidnapped medical students. Hope they will sustain the tempo so as to bring an end to menace of insecurity. Remain blessed." And it's from Ishak Nasser. Thank you, Ishak Nasser. Still on Facebook, "Good morning, Mr. Kubi. And good morning, Professor and Barrister. Honestly, you speak fantastically well. Perhaps for us to have a great and better nation is a collective responsibility. Most times we lambasted our leaders for not being taking care of their responsibility and accused of a security for not being proactive. But why sometimes the common people are not cooperating? They're not cooperating with the security. They remain silent or giving half-true about the happening crime within us. And if we don't give genuine and accurate information to security for them to gather intelligence to combat or deal with the crime and the criminality in our society and our blessed country, else we are not ready to live in peace. Peace is priceless. Thank you, at Ismail Isa Jos. Another one here, still on Facebook, say, "Good morning, gentlemen in the studio. I salute you for doing a wonderful job. God bless you for wonderful, good broadcasting. Indeed, Nigeria hardship should be continuity. It shouldn't be continuity because selfishness, it's spreading between our leaders. Totally, federal government has neglected about promotes peace and tranquility in our country, Nigeria. Please and please, he said, please and please, my suggest to the Nigerian citizens is that we have to join our hands and build our country better. I am Abdurrahman Yusuf from Kadede. Thank you, Abdurrahman Yusuf from Kadede. And Crested George Aziz, say good morning, the greatest presenter. God bless you for your unbiased analysis and always creating times to educate the people of Plateau State. May the Almighty God continue to bless and protect you all. I love your show. Azi Felix, George Crested, Don Fellow from Rukubaro Church. Thank you, Azi. And I think the last one I'll be taking on Facebook says, good morning, watching you live from Ahafo, Kenyasi, Natu, Jericho, Ghana. And it's from Daniel Command. Daniel Command. He is right there. He's already in Ghana, and he sent us his. Thank you so much. Okay, dear listener, right now, let's just hear what Barrister Paul Zaruma will tell us about the forthcoming local government election in Plateau State.
Yeah, before then, the Nigerian Football Federation Tuesday announced German tactician Bruno Labbadia as the new head coach of the Nigerians senior men national team, Super Eagles. You know, he was born in Darmstadt, Germany on the 8th February 1966. Labbadia also played for teams like Darmstadt 98, Hamburger SV, FC Kaiserslautern, Bayern Munich, FC Cologne, Werder Bremen, Arminia Bielefeld, and Karlsruher SC, and triumphed in Germany Bundesliga with Bayern Munich as a player in 1994. He has coached famous teams like Hertha Berlin, VfB Stuttgart, VfBL Wolfsburg, Hamburger SV, Bayer Leverkusen, among others. As a striker, during his active days, he is recorded to have scored over 200 career goals. He holds a UEFA Pro license. He is the 6th German after Karl-Heinz, who had 2 stints between 1970 and 1974. We congratulate him for this responsibility of coaching our darling Super Eagles, and we wish him well in his career. So, still on politics, the Middle Belt APC Forum have criticized the dissolution of Benue State executive of the party. In criticizing the dissolution, Mr. Saleh Mandung, led the team of that forum and stated that as long as they are concerned, Ganduje shouldn't be the chairman of APC, because the person that's supposed to be the chairman, it was zoned to the North Central, and Ganduje is from the Northwest. So as long as they are concerned, everything that Ganduje is doing is an illegality. And then also, they have also questioned his decision, because as long as that press release was concerned, that decision has violated the court order that was issued by a Benue High Court, that the status quo on that matter be maintained. So this was contained in a press release, that press briefing by the Middle Belt APC platform. Now back to Plateau State.
Please, I'm too keen to want to hear from you. Okay. The campaign, actually, it's not. I was expecting it to be very noisy, people, but I don't seem to see that. Is it that they're waiting until it gets closer and closer? I don't know what to feel.
The politicians are becoming wiser and wiser.
By the day, right?
Yes, this noisy campaign is very expensive. It's very expensive. So, and then again, we use this platform to give particularly those politicians who have never contested election a hint. Some of them, some of them who had experience of contesting election didn't make so much noise before the primaries. They were consulting delegates and they were also monitoring the emergence of delegates because the Electoral Act has expressly and unambiguously stated that delegates should be elected by an electoral college. So if you are there making noise, you did not monitor the emergence of delegates, you did not monitor who are the people that becomes the delegate, at the end of the day, you will be outsmarted because most of the delegates that will emerge, particularly if some people contributed to their emergence one way or the other. For instance, in some cases, some delegates will need to acquire some forms, and then some people did the acquisition of the forms for them. You see, already they have started influencing them one way or the other. So you can see those who have contested the election before, their approach is usually very, very different. So you cannot, you see, like before the primaries, you hardly see posters around town, unlike it used to be before. Before, you will see someone that has not even won, someone who has not even won primaries have started to rally, moving up and down with posters everywhere. After you spend a humongous amount of money, then you will be defeated in the primaries. Now, and then once you are defeated in the primaries, the candidate, like what they are doing now is that immediately after the screening, most of them are waiting for this list that Plastic just released recently, or was it yesterday also? So you see, most of them want to make sure that everything is cleared on that list, and they show that yes, they have crossed before they will now start the campaign. And then from now to 9th of October, if we embark on the daily jamboree, how much are you going to spend? And most of these daily jamboree are no longer very effective. People will dance with you, people will jump with you, but you will see that the result of the election will prove to be different. So in most cases now, the politicians are getting wiser and they are more strategic. They are approaching people. There is what they call door-to-door campaign. There is town hall meeting, and there are other forms of consultation. And then they are also hiring media boys, social media boys, to be doing a lot of packaging for them in the social media, because most of the youth of this generation now, the easiest way to get them is in the social media.
Yes, and again, Barrister, let's talk about this character assassination propaganda, where you get to injure the person vying for any political office, just in the name of, to disqualify the person in the eyes of people. Yes. And this character assassination has a way of, even after the electioneering periods and all that, the person still live with this ruined relationship, denial of some sort of appointments, opportunities, because his or her character had been assassinated. And
character assassination is an offense. It could be a civil wrong, and it could also be a criminal wrong. So it doesn't matter if you assassinate somebody during campaign or not. Campaign is not a justification for assassinating somebody's character. But there are, what do we call it? You can scrutinize somebody's character. Politics allow you to scrutinize somebody. You can interrogate the person's character. It is part of the games in politics. You can see what is happening in America. Donald Trump is interrogating the character of Kamala Harris, while Kamala Harris is also counter-interrogating the character of Donald Trump. So it is allowed in politics. But if you, the interesting aspect of it is that there is a thin line between character interrogation and character assassination. So if you cross the line, then you will be in for it. So the politicians should really be careful in trying to interrogate somebody's character. You should not assassinate his character. So when somebody have not been convicted by a court of law and you call him a criminal, that is character assassination. So except if you have a defense, which is a defense of justification. If you call somebody a thief, then you are assassinating his character. But if there are so many things that you can interrogate his character with, his previous office that he has held, his previous position, you can interrogate, you can scrutinize. It's part of the political system, so that Nigerians will know who they are voting. You know, there was a time that the character of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, while campaigning, was interrogated. It was interrogated by people like David Hundeyin. And then, you know, it was really a serious kind of scrutiny that brought a lot of things, a lot of revelation, a lot of things to the bear. And then people initially thought it was a smear campaign. People thought it was character assassination, but later on it turned out to be character interrogation, and then it is allowed in politics. And then that is why so many people are not at home with the decision of the Supreme Court in terms of handling the certificate issue of both Buhari and the present president. Frankly, those decisions were really controversial.
Okay, and still talking politics now, Barrister. I'm just wanting us to look at possible angles with which recent times, you know, we've seen politicians using that card, and somehow it has favored in some quarters, and in some regions it wasn't too good. Now, is it also good, as you try to do some character interrogation, like you said, to also say that from which faith does this particular candidate belongs to? You know, is it also part of character interrogation?
Yeah, you see, I think in character interrogation, we shouldn't bring in the fault lines that the elite has been using in dividing Nigerians. We have identified the fault line of religion. We have identified the fault line of ethnicity. We have identified, in fact, even among some religion practitioners, they even introduce the fault line of sects, sectarian fault lines. They will tell you, yes, you are my religion, but you are not from this sect. So those sectarian fault lines were all introduced into our politics. These are terrible things. This doesn't have anything to do with character interrogation, because in character interrogation, character-wise, you can get a good Muslim, you can get a good Christian. So religion does not define, they cannot really give a vivid picture of who a person really is. So you can also get a bad Muslim, you can also get a bad Christian. So just like you can get a bad traditional worshipper and a very good traditional worshipper. Like we used to know, traditional worshippers are very strict. Because they don't believe that their God, just like Prof was pointing out the other day, they believe that their God is merciless. So they don't believe in mercy. Like Christians and Muslims believed in mercy. So, but the traditional worshipper did not believe in mercy. Like the Songo people, they believe that once you violate the rules, Songo will strike you. So in most cases, in fact, even in court, when you bring traditional worshippers to come and testify.
There might be some aspects of Sango, which of course we don't know.
Yes, there are some Ahmadiyas. They also believe that, yes, once you take that oath and anything that happen, that you violate it, the consequence is immediate. So this makes some of these traditional believers to be very, very careful and very, very fearful. I am telling you, if you are doing a land case in some places that still have practiced traditional worshiping or ATR, I'm telling you, you will see that when the witness come to court, he will say it as it is. I have seen a witness that come to court and say, no, he told his son that that's not my land, because the son is doing a case with another person. He said, if I lie on oath, that the traditional God will deal with him. So he told the court the truth, and that was the end of that case. So, but you can see that there are many of us that call ourselves believers. What are we really? Are we really carrying that character, that strong character of that faith that we say we believed in? You know, and that is not to suggest that prophet in the time past didn't keep to their word. They kept to their word. In fact, even unbelievers in the time past, they kept to their word. You know, so you remember the king that threw Daniel in the den of the lion. He wasn't happy. He didn't want to throw it, but they say, "Oh, king, you have passed a decree." So, and then he had to do it. He painfully did it. The king that chopped off the head of John the Baptist, he never thought his daughter will make such a request. But he has given her an open check. And when she made the request, he couldn't sleep. He couldn't sleep. He never wanted to kill John the Baptist, but he was trying to keep to his word. But do we still have belief? These are unbelievers. And they are keeping to their word. When they make promises, they keep to the promises. So do we still make promises? We have people who will come and swear with the Bible, and then they will go and steal people's, they push the country into poverty, put the country, you will swear with the Quran, swear with the Bible, and then we say we are religious people. And just like the other time we say that when what is the name of this organization, that Nigeria is the most religious country in the world. They are not really saying that Nigeria is the most godly or the most righteous country in the world. But they are mocking us because you enter, there is hardly you go anywhere, you will not hear the sound of prayers. And then you go to the motor park, somebody will stand up and start preaching. And then yet you don't see that reflecting in our lives. When it is time for worship in some cities, you will see the city become literally standstill. You know, at times you will go to some shops, you want to buy something, they'll tell you, oh, I want to go and pray, I will not sell to you. But does that righteousness really reflect in our lives? No. It's just we are just doing religious practicing. Recently I was traveling to Dama Sauransu, I was trying to meet up with a court case. The driver, when we got to carry, he said he want to pray. And he had to stop and then spend some time praying before we continue with the journey. You see such kind of excesses. So
you can
when you see such,
channel it into,
but you don't see the righteousness reflecting in us. You don't see mercy reflecting in us. You don't see love reflecting in us. And then what religion are we doing without love? What religion are we doing without love? Even the Bible says that if you speak in tongues or even with the language of angels and you don't have love, he said you are like a sounding brass and a clanging cymbal. So that is how it is. So where is the love? You cannot be a president of a country that you love the people and they are suffering and you'll be looking at it. You cannot. Look, you're telling Nigerians to go to farm. How much is a bag of fertilizer now? At least if Nigerians sincerely want Nigerians to go to farm, number one, you create security in those farms. Number two, you subsidize farm implement and then other items like fertilizer that will be used in the farms. So you are telling people to go to farm. They go to farm, they are waylaid. They go to farm, they are killed. They go to farm, they are kidnapped. In some cases, some had to even bribe the bandits before they go to the farms. So, and then in another trajectory, another unfortunate incident that is happening now in the country is that you will go to farm, spend a humongous amount of money, plant your farm, and then somebody will come overnight and graze his animals, graze his cow on the farm, or even cut off those plants you've planted. So you can see the level of animosity, the level of our mentality in this country, and yet we say we are religious.
And again,
where is the religiosity?
Let's put it this way again. Somebody with his herds, with his cattle, just to wake up to find none or all killed or some killed as well.
Or he go to drink water in the village street.
Someone has
pesticide
or just poison
it, and then before you know it, he lost all the cows, and we say we are religion. Where is the love? Where is the mercy? And just like I earlier quoted the Bible, without mercy, which religion? In fact, another portion of the Bible say that how can you say that you love the God that you have never seen, while you hate the human being that you have seen?
So you can human being, in the case of farmer
reflects God.
So it's a farmer that does not see a header like the human being he should love, in order for God to say, you are truly my child, he has failed. The same way with the herder who does not see the farmer being the human he should love, in an expression of worship to God.
And then if we really look at the relationship, the herder-farmer relationship should be a kind of a symbiotic relationship. Because there are some things, it has been in the past, there are things that the farmer needs from the herder, and there are also things that the herder needs from the farmer. So that has been in the past. But in this case, now,
even if there's nothing, are we not human beings?
So for the fact that we are human beings also, we should also keep and honor and respect our neighbors. The Bible says that you should love your neighbor as yourself. And then Jesus Christ also said that whatsoever you did to the least, you did unto me. So what are you doing to your security man? How are you treating your driver? How are you treating that cleaner at the office? Yeah, so the least that you have done, you are doing to him.
Oh my.
So you see, these are some of the things that's why we said, this some of the things we are saying is just to buttress the point that we are just religious, but we are not righteous. Just like I remember when the president announced that the era of subsidy is gone. Many filling stations that already had subsidized products sold it as if it wasn't subsidized.
Okay, thank you very much, Barrister. A listener and viewer, a commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned, please.
It's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead. How's your taxpayer mansion? How was your...
Are you bored and need some company? Get a TV experience like no other on Unity TV. We are turning up the hits with captivating TV shows, electrifying political programs, music, movies, and lots more that will leave you craving. I'm sure you want to know more. Tune in to Unity TV today and let the excitement take over.
Please pay attention. It starts from the foundation. Everybody needs somebody. You turn a blind eye and care nothing less. Say it's just business, all about the money. You are so unbothered as long as they pay. Say it's just business, all about the money. You know they're on a fast lane, but you've got business to run. So you look away the other way.
It concerns you. It kill love, it kill dreams. It land people for jail. War against drug abuse.
Get ready to be entertained and inspired by the incredible stories around the globe. Don't miss out on the excitement. Hello at Work is an ultimate TV program that brings to you the interesting stories and daily happenings worldwide. Join us Mondays and Thursdays 10 a.m. as we dive into the daily happenings and stories. Tune in and stay. Say hello to the world as you bring in your ideas, as it is a perfect blend of entertainment and information. Get ready to stay up to date while being entertained.
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer, and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was saying things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the worrisome increase in the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The FSRCC and NBC hereby advises the general public to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Make sure to verify the licensing status of such companies and schemes on this website to report any suspicions of illicit financial activities.
Are you bored and need some company? Get a TV experience like no other on Unity TV. We are turning up the hits with captivating TV shows, electrifying political programs, music, movies, and lots more that will leave you craving. I'm sure you want to know more.
Mr. Politician.
Tuned with us in Unity 93.3 FM from the hills of ZINARIYA. Here in Just North Plateau State, Nigeria, we are reaching you live. It's Unity Train, and this is the last segment of it this morning. Don't forget, today is Tuesday, the 27th day in the month of August, the year 2024. Isia Demo remains my name. Could be, feel like, I'll be just fine. In the studio, it has been the barrister Paul Saruma. And now it's time for you to join the conversations. Not only do you join, but you take the lead. You can throw your comments on our Facebook page at Unity Radio FM/TV Jaws. And once you do that, I'll get to read them. You are the most important ingredients to this whole program. Without you, we would find it not a good thing to be here. And so, please, do well. If you want to send us a text message, do that via 0808-478-9999. That too, I'll get to read. Very quickly, the studio line is on. You can begin to get ready to call us already. If you call, just tell me your name and location. And once you do that, in 1 minute I beg, in 1 minute I plead, let's have your submission. And stay away from any comment that is capable of that is the same as character assassination. No need name calling. Just make your wonderful contributions to support our efforts to bring about peaceful coexistence. Thank you, and God bless you for wanting to do that. The studio line is 070-3235-3315. Without waste of time, let's just begin. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Tafe.
Thank you for calling. Thank you.
Good morning, Barrister Paul.
Good morning.
Barrister Paul, God will bless you.
Amen.
But if you have a lot of barristers like you, I don't think that Nigeria will be in this mess.
Okay.
You understand? Because I and my family have said that nothing like to go and cast the big in this country because of what the barristers are doing in Nigeria. God will bless you. Keep on saying the truth. And I believe because your word is your word. Let your word be so. Both in the court and the human aspect.
Thank you.
Another thing I want to say to Nigeria is when you see I watch Sunday when Governor of Adamawa, he got out one of these unwedded. I saw the way both APC, PDP, APUGA, all the way MPP, all of them, they are judging and dancing and eating and drinking. Whereby common man, we are here and killing ourselves in the name of party. You understand? I watch it as Mapo. I saw even Kungus, I saw Baba Zurungala, I saw Goodluck Jonathan, all of them were here eating and drinking. Whereby we are here suffering ourselves in the name of politics. And this one I say one Namode, Karaka Zabashi, like Gidanki and this one will tell you, say this one is Capri, Zunubi, don't vote for him. But all of them will gather. They don't even know who is who, eating and drinking. May God bless you, Barrister. Bless your generation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Kingsley Barnabas, all right. 070-3235-3315 as the studio line. You're free to be part of it. I'll be very happy. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for calling.
Yeah, this is John A.Y. from Rukubarod.
Okay, John A.Y. from Rukubarod. Let's have you in a minute, please.
Yes, I want to commend you for the wonderful job you guys are doing in the studio.
Truly appreciate. You're welcome.
Yeah, but Salaruma, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, I missed 12 today.
Yes, sure. We all do. All right, I think that's all.
Hello, Kubi.
Yes, we can hear you. Your time is still counting. Thank you.
Yes, I want to make something clear this morning.
Oh, go on, please.
I am not a card-carrying member of any political party, but I voted for this government.
Lovely.
That does not mean that when they do what is wrong, we sit back and look at it.
Let's hear you.
Yes, I want to talk about the state assembly members which are yet to be sworn in.
Yes.
Please, as matter of urgency, I want to call on the speaker and the governor that please, they should sworn in those members without any condition. I want to believe that there's a condition attached to it. That is why it's delaying as long as this.
Okay.
So please, they should do needful.
Thank you.
So that we will have a representative. As far as I'm concerned, we have been denied representatives.
Okay.
In the State Assembly.
All right. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for this call.
So please, they should do the needful.
All right.
And do that as matter of urgency.
Thank you very much. I would truly appreciate. Yes, that's what it is. It's your platform too. You can't be a part of it. 07032353355.
It's a wonderful contribution when you hear neutral people that are not card-carrying members of any political party and are also saying they voted this government in, and the fact that they voted this government in.
Okay, Barrister.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Let's hear a caller here.
I am Bashir one time, calling from Jos.
Bashir, you have a minute. Which part of Jos? Okay, I think we lost that. Another one. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for calling. Your name?
Hello, good morning. Could you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, this is Benedict calling from Canada.
Okay, we missed you yesterday. Let's have you.
Yes, please permit me to say good morning to the director in the studio.
Please, go on.
Good morning, Benedict. We missed you yesterday.
On the issue of the last caller, let us make statement concerning the state lawmakers that are not in training. Yes, I actually want to lend my voice, and I want to go with this line of thought. It is not right for me to say they are struggling to use the resources of the taxpayers' money to conduct another local government election. Whereas the lawmakers have not been fully sworn in. And like we said this morning, it's a democratic reaction. You have actually used a certain point at this particular point in time.
All right.
But people have been denied representation in the state level. I think it's actually up. And then we have actually very objective for saying that please, the people concerned should look into it. And there's no reason why we should not have a full democratic representation of every other locality or let me say local government or state or constituency.
All right.
Please, what is good for the kids is also good for the gander.
Okay.
The board of trustees should actually look into this particular issue and make sure that these issues are resolved before conducting the local government election.
Wow, I think
so
I love this.
I want to say something quickly before I drop. I don't have much to say, but then I want to correct this last time caller who are also approved for raising this particular point. Please, if you're listening to this radio program, if you're listening to me, let him not to neglect again, consider the governor, having hands in not swearing in the remaining local government, the representatives, the remaining ones. Because the governor of Plateau State, Barrister Manessa, and Senator is a true Democrat.
Okay.
But democracy is going to, if you go to school now, you see democracy, not even blood. The reason why I say this thing is that he, as a Democrat, is concentrating on the issue of the executive. He has no hand. I can say this and I can defend it any day.
Okay.
That man has no hand. Anything that is happening in the state legislature, the state House of Assembly, if any man, any woman, any person is accusing him of having hands in the swearing in or not swearing in of any lawmaker, I think it is actually false. It's false. And that person should listen to this.
All right, thank you, Mr. Benedict.
If any man is, yes?
All right, thank you. Yes, thank you. Your time.
Yes, quickly, please, right. If any man is thinking that he has any hands in this happening in the State of Assembly, that person is comparing him to the last administration, who actually controls the executive arm of government in the state, and also controls the lawmakers. It is also in this under Senate fund. If anybody that's talking about anything that has to do with the lawmakers and the state lawmakers should put Senate out of it, completely out of it. I want I'm saying this thing because I know why I'm saying this thing, and I have reason to think that we are doing hands in it, and nobody should be backing on that particular issue of the education in the state. That's my take. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you. That's your opinion and that's your position. Well, that wasn't like he was confronting the last caller, but he was also making his points.
The last caller clearly stated that he voted Caleb Mutfwang, and he further added that Caleb Mutfwang is doing well. And then he is also saying that if the government have done something that is wrong, he feels that they should also correct the government, because he feels that it is their government since he voted for him. Even though he categorically stated that he is not a card-carrying member of a political party. So he was calling on the government to do something about the remaining unsworn members of the Plateau State House of Assembly.
Okay. All right. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Ogakobi, my Minister for Information. And then my barrister.
It's good to have you, sir.
This is Mohammed.
Mohammed, good morning.
Mohammed, thank you. It's such a big one. Let's have you 1 minute, please.
The president is not around now. Yes. My president.
The vice president is taking charge. Attorney General. Let's have you. He's doing fine.
And by the grace of God, it will manifest because people were really praying for you.
Amen.
I actually one of your students, and by the grace of God, you are meeting very soon with Flying Color. I think I have to come out with a situation.
Amen.
We really appreciate what you are doing. And I think
all right.
Anybody that has IQ, that has senses, you know that we have people that God has placed to shape and recondition our society. But we like those that can take the truth and that can hold it, put by its own.
Okay.
I don't know why people were scared to say the truth. When you say the truth is the truth. Concerning this political everything,
yes.
Some of this local government, whatever. Those that will take it, and those that will lose their life will still lose their life, and life goes on. That's on a lighter note. Sir, please, I'm still begging. I want a situation whereby this country, Nigeria,
yes.
The issue of indigenous, I want to capture Nigeria should be able to contest anything, anywhere. Provided you have that character, you have that capacity, you have that intellectual to qualify you to contest for anything, anywhere. Why are we saying a Muslim? Then we should have, I'm a Muslim, a devoted and practicing Muslim, if I clear it. But we should be able to have Christian ticket. What have we gotten from Muslim ticket? Nearly fear the country into. So please, my Anthony, you have to do something about it. And not the law when you get there to scrap the issue of Muslim ticket or whatever. I want the Nigerian to be a Nigerian.
Nigerian ticket.
When we go, when we wake up in the morning, we say, God bless Nigeria. And then concerning the issue of giving fraternity, to reduce, to give other callers chance to talk.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Yes, I understand that time is very, very limited for people to make their submissions, but you still can make one. You can still send others via text message. I will appreciate. I understand, and we will see if there is anything possible to do concerning the time with which you make your submissions.
Good morning, Uncle V.
Hello, good morning.
My name is Abdullah Danzaki for record.
Okay, Danzaki, let's have you in 1 minute, please.
I really appreciated the things this last man is telling us about farming. People who are saying all of us to go to farm, majority of them they never want to farm now. If they say all of us we are going to farm, who will come and benefit the remaining things? Even in school myself, we have different categories of subjects.
All right.
So not only one subject. We have different subjects.
Okay.
So, majority of them, when they get a distinct position, so they are looking for all of us, not us, gathering on one side and doing one work. It will not be, because even the car which they are climbing it and building the houses, it's all different people and different distance.
All right.
So they're supposed to think, even we can get a fertilizer free and security, And then the remaining one, who will give us all the farm in this, all how many people in Nigeria to do this thing.
All right. Thank you.
He will go and get a farm.
Thank you, Danzaki. All right.
So sometimes if they will do it, let them consider it as the way how God carrying them to that position. Even the poor man master, we will go to another, in another time, he will go to another position master.
Thank you very much, Danzaki. All right. Okay, that's Danzaki there. On Facebook, I have this one is from Ismail Isaac saying, good morning, Unity Q. Good morning, the professor and barrister, Mr. Kobi. Alhamdulillah, today is, I sincerely dedicate my day to the Emir of Gobir and all other victims of the circumstances. Okay, the network is not really supporting my efforts to read your comments. However, that was from Ismail Isa. Still, network is not allowing me, but then God Almighty shall come to their rescue. I mean, finally, my sincere appreciations to all chief analysis that feed us with essential informations and lead us to express our grievances to our respective leaders across the nations. NBC, thank you at Ismail Isa Jos. Muhammad Tadujins is saying, good morning, gentlemen in the studio. Thank you all for the good work you are doing in the studio. We really appreciate you. And oh mine. Let's see what we'll be able to do. The network actually. So a fantastic job over there, Mr. Akubi. Where is Professor Bamayi? I hope he is okay. Muhammad Tajuddin from Naraguta. Okay, Hamza Muhammad, he's saying good morning, Unity FM TV. And Adamu, this one is an error. And Garba Nahali Kamber Kebi is saying good morning, Mr. Presenter. I'm grateful for us. I'm watching you live from Kamber Kebi just now. And Abba Turai is saying good, keep doing the good work. May Allah bless you and Unity. Okay, Yusuf Abdullahi is saying watching you live. And Abubakar Lazif, okay, Abubakar Lazif also, he's saying excellent. All right, and Sahib Abubakar Auta Ibrahim, and we're also having from Adam Musa and Emmanuel Mary, and lots more. The network is actually something to be concerned about. But then, let's see how many of your comments on Facebook we'll be able to take. But let's see if we can get some from the text messages. Yes, we have a lot here, and I pray we'll be able to read this too. This one is from Daniel Adam. Say good morning, Unity FM, could be Prof B. And Zaruma, thank you for the morning ginger analysis. May God increase you in your endeavor. I call on Plateaunians to vote wisely. Vote is your right. Live in peace. Plateau State, Nigeria, Africa. Daniel Adam from Carbon Satellite Market. Okay, and it's a one man, one farm, one woman, two farms. Good morning, Kubi and the barrister. Kudos for today's analysis. My regards to you from Prof in absentia. Amy Longs from Agingi. Thank you, Amy Longs. And another one says, hello and good morning to my amiable presenters. We are really proud of you. May God bless and guide all of us. Send me the number of barrister. We need his chamber service. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you. And another one, good morning. And the objective barrister Zaruma, honestly, I am bothered with the way our youth die every day, and then from drug abuse, marijuana, and dangerous alcoholic or chemical drinks. Some of them don't even have regards for their parents, and they don't listen to any advice from anyone. This is destroying their future and is making them becoming criminals. Please, something should be done about this by traditional rulers, community leaders, and governments to reduce criminality in our communities. Peace is priceless. Let's live in peace. God bless Unity FM, Plateau State and Nigeria. Christy Izan from Rukubaro. Thank you, Christy Izan. I'm also calling on the speakers to swear in the remaining 6 members of the assembly, please, for other people to have to be represented. Okay. There's still a lot more here. Let's see how many more we can take. And Bulus, Uhoman, Esther in Farangada. Good morning, Kubi, and the professor, the barrister in the studio. Keep up the good work out there. We pray for better Nigeria over our dream. Thank you. Morning, Mr. Kobe and Barrister Zaruma. Major concern is why are the remaining 6 members of Assembly not coming out to speak for themselves? And I emphasize this for a reason. And also in the issue of insecurity, the federal government must stop the inflow of illicit arms and ensure we are more vigilant and secure our borders, most especially in this part of the north, and our security must be up and doing in addressing the issue of insecurity. God bless Nigeria. I deal with me from Bauchi Ring Road. And finally, for today's edition is saying good morning, Kobe and Barrister Z. Barrister, why do you think God creates a paradise and hellfire? What's the purpose of being alive without testing one another in good times and bad times? God will judge us according to our intentions. We all need it. A humanity, good character, and law. The signs of hypocrites. 3. Whenever he speaks, he tells a lie, and whenever he promises, he breaks his promises, and whenever he is entrusted, he betrays. Proverbs to be dishonest. Okay, Hassan Garba, I think I just pray I got that very well, but that is the much I think we'll be able to take. Barrister, if it's okay by you, let's just see what we hear from you for a parting words. We have just a minute to be out of here this morning.
By way of parting words, I'm calling upon the Speaker of Plateau State, Right Honorable Speaker, to swear in the remaining member of the Plateau State House of Assembly, because it's long overdue, and then their constituency for the past 1 year, they have lost a lot of quality representation, particularly when laws and bills have been debated in the House, in the floor of the House. They don't have people to represent them, to also galvanize and present their own interests in such process, in such legislative processes. And then also these constituencies whose members have not been sworn in, they have also been denied constituency project for the past 1 year, which is, it's a terrible thing, because every member is entitled to a constituency project. So, and this, the various constituencies have been denied that constituency project for that this period, and we don't want it to be longer. And the denials are on and on and on. Okay, so we want to call upon the Right Honorable Speaker of Plateau State of Assembly to, as a matter of urgency, swear in the remaining members of the Plateau State. Okay, there's another text message there, very important for a day as this. They say, I am calling from Jenta Adamu. Please, I am begging the government on behalf of my good people of Jenta. We need police station. These cult guys are collecting people's property. And we need road. We don't have good roads. Please, I need the government to please help us. And for the sake of, we will not mention your name here, but please, attentions be drawn. Our dear listener and viewer, this is the much we'll be able to take. Our dear friend also calling all the way from Ghana. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate you, Daniel. And don't forget, we have other programs coming your way. First is a Fizere community broadcast, and it's by Ajik, popularly known as a reggae preacher. All right, and then On the Road is also coming your way just after a Fizere community broadcast, and it's going to be by Samuel Danjuma Abo. You know him better as Radio Amiibo. If you want to know what's happening, just stay tuned. Thank you, Shamsuddin Kabir, Engineer Saliu Narogo, and I also want to appreciate Barrister Sam Talks, Barrister Munir Barrow, Dr. Ismail Bello, and all of you. Do have yourself a lovely day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
It's good to see you again. It's been so long since you've been here. You had me thinking you were dead.